He's one of those guys who shows up like Saturday or Sunday, and even though he still gets it done, doesn't matter. He has to start showing up, or he is not a dedicated champion. And I would tell him that right now if I had the opportunity to do so.
Well, Mr. Glunt, it just so happens that I've arranged that for you to happen.
Oh, really?
Yes, Roy Blaze will be on the show.
Can we do it now?
We can do it now. We'll try and do it now.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll do it now. Actually, I was lying. I don't have Roy Blaze on the phone.
What?
Yeah, I tried to get this thing to work out. Actually, I actually tried calling Roy Blaze, but he wouldn't answer.
He knows what's coming. He's afraid of me.
Why would he be afraid?
He's afraid of Steve Glunt.
Why?
Because he knows I'm right about him. He knows I figured him out. He knows that I know that he is probably the worst champion in RCW history.
Whoa. Big Tom Cini is clearly the worst RCW World Champion ever.
Why?
It was 1 week. At least Blaze has held it for a month.
It's not about how long you've held the title. It's not about how. It's about the quality of your performance as champion.
Biggs only had one match, and he lost. One title defense. I mean, in RCW. I don't know what he was doing all the days ahead. You know, when he was in EWA and NW3.
Exactly. He had 3 world title matches in 1 week. And that just happened to be the last one.
Did he win the ones prior?
No, he lost the other 2, so he was demoralized and injured. And allowed Roy Blaze to pick up an easy victory, because this is before Roy Blaze was here and there. He was just here.
That is the most irrational thinking I've ever heard.
Biggs was here, there, and everywhere.
Try to convince me a little more.
It's like how Justin St. Clair is going to beat Roy Blaze, because Justin St. Clair hasn't really wrestled a match. He's been count out. And Roy Blaze has had like the fuck beat out of him by Triple J, and like the hell beat out of him by Triple X, and whoever the hell else beats the living fuck out of Roy Blaze on a weekly basis. So Justin St. Clair is just going to capitalize on the injuries and low morale of Roy Blaze and take his championship.
Go on.
Roy Blaze is always one of the last guys to show up. He's not a dedicated champion. Okay?
Well, who would be a dedicated champion?
Triple X and Triple J holding the title at the same time.
Really?
Yes.
Can't happen.
Why?
This is not how it works.
Then how can
co-world champions?
If Jake Adonis can be a world champion, we can have co-world champions.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it makes perfect sense.
He's a co-general manager. He was never a co-champion.
I know. I never said he was a co-champion. I said he was a world champion. If we can have a tool like Jake Adonis as the world champion...
Whoa. He's always been a crowd pleaser. Now he's a tool?
There's a difference between charisma and in-ring ability.
Are you saying that Jake Adonis never had any in-ring ability?
No, he did not.
Should have never been a champion.
He was an undeserving world champion.
Is that why he was the ultimate underdog?
Exactly. Everyone expected him to suck.
It all makes sense.
And he just sucked a little less than they expected and won the world title.
Huh. Wow.
I mean,
never thought of it
look at like who he beat. Like Behemoth. Yeah, where's that guy? Not like he's coming back.
Yeah, probably not. Definitely not.
So, I'm sorry, I'm just in a pissed off mood.
I can tell.
Because I thought I was going to get to talk to Roy Blaze. So I'm probably saying a bunch of stuff I'm going to regret whenever this makes air.
Well,
I'm a little fired up. I'm all hyped up right now.
I can tell.
Because I thought I was going to tell Roy Blaze just what I thought about him.
Alright, well, let's move on. Let's hop right into recapping Showdown 34. What did you think about the show?
I thought it was a great show. I thought we already recapped it.
No, we didn't recap it. We just talked about who won the awards.
Oh.
How quickly you forget. So, table singles match between Gene Side. Alright, we're good. He didn't come in.
Oh. I forgot.
I haven't seen him lately. Have you?
No, I haven't. Hopefully won't see any more of him either.
Hey, don't say that, man. He was a great asset to this company for a week. Maybe a day.
I know, that rookie earned my respect.
That he did. Well, he took on the human hard-on, Hato.
Hot stuff.
The master of half-assing.
Jason.
What?
Jason Hato.
Oh, yeah. And this guy, he has a lot of nicknames for not doing anything in his time here.
What do you mean not doing anything? He beat Geneside.
Yeah.
The undefeated Geneside.
I don't know how he did it either. And I'm real shitty about that. I'm real shitty. Because Geneside was on his way to the top. And then
how can you say that of a man who just ambushed you in the studio?
Everyone everywhere. He caught me off guard. That was a ballsy move. And I support it.
Since when is catching someone off guard a ballsy move? That's the coward's way out.
Maybe I'm a
That's
coward.
right, Geneside. You're a fucking coward.
How dare you? Well, anyways. I'm a little confused about this. I mean, maybe you could clear it up for me. Why is Hato I don't know, I guess you could say Hato is on To Catch a Predator, as Miley Cyrus accompanies him to the ring? How'd he get that? And why is RCW supporting a child molester?
Well, take it from me, sir. Sometimes jailbait is just worth it.
Alright. Well, anyways, Geneside went through the table. I'm still shitty about that. And, man with probably the gayest entrance music ever wins. Moving on. Standard one-fall triple threat match. Bob Green, the hard-working man, versus sensational Sean Stevens and Winnie. And Winnie has still amounted to poo. Sensational Sean Stevens picks up the victory.
And you have to wonder, is sensational Sean Stevens on the radar for the triple threat?
Time will tell. Hardcore singles match between, son of a bitch, the North American champion, I hate him, Xavier Zanzanders and Winnie. Last week Bob Green, this week Winnie. When would end? It's not fair. I mean, he's trying to prove that he can beat people without the help of Kelly Thompson, but look at the likes of the opponents you're facing.
Well, even though he's not winning with the help of Kelly Thompsoni, he's won matches with the aid of guys like sensational Sean Stevens, who already beat down the guy in the previous match. So still, even though he's going against, dare I say, subpar talent, he's still getting help to win. I don't think he's ever won a match by himself.
Well, that could really come back to hurt him as the crowd pleaser of the year. That body. Do you love him?
I love him. I don't know, actually, after this move. I don't...
Really? I thought it was a fantastic move. Jake Adonis comes out there and says, hey, Triple X, you think that, you're really big stuff by beating up on all these guys? Well, how about you defend that North American title against a real contender? Someone who has just been waiting. Someone who owes you a little bit of payback. Machiavelli Thompsoni.
Yeah, but
the archetype of violence versus the icon at Payback 2. That's a great matchup.
You can't argue against the notion that Machiavelli Thompsoni is deserving of a shot. And I'm not saying that at all, but I don't really see this as much of a crowd-pleasing move. And Machiavelli, he could care less what the fans think. I think the fans want a champion who can represent them, not someone like Machiavelli Thompsoni who's like, fuck the fans.
Machiavelli Thompsoni has never said fuck the fans. Never.
We implied it.
When?
I don't remember. I'm sure he did.
That was the worst defense ever. You look like a fool. We're moving on.
I'm not very well rested.
Psycho McCullough versus... Who was this guy? Was it the Electric Shane Simon or was it the Buzzkiller Jaden Benjamin?
I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that whichever one it was